Welcome, I'm Deronda, and today I am going to be making a boneless beef chuck roast. I've got 5.5 pounds of chuck roast right here. I've got 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper, 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. I took a large onion, peeled it, and cut it into rings. I'll show you how to use that later. You're going to need 1/3 cup of vegetable oil or canola oil. I'm using vegetable oil today. And in the last hour of cooking, I'm going to add these carrots, celery, and potatoes to our roast. I'm first going to start by seasoning and flouring the chuck roast before we put it in a smoking hot pan to sear it. I make sure that my roast is dry. I rinse it and dry it. And then to this, just add generous amounts of salt to your roast. And I forgot to include my slices of garlic that I'm going to make little slits in the roast. And I'm going to add some garlic that I've sliced. So just make a little dentition in your roast and stick your garlic clove right down in there. I've got like 2 large cloves of garlic that I just add right into the roast. And then I'll put some over here on the other one as well. Add your fresh cracked pepper, and now you're going to just cover it with a little flour. Just make sure that you get enough on it to cover the top and the sides of your roast. Now shake off your excess flour, roll it over. And now on this side, all you need is to salt and pepper your roast. And flour this side. And you don't need a whole lot of flour, just to make sure you've got the chuck roast dusted lightly with flour. And also make sure you get the sides as well. And now I've got my skillet on the oven top with the oil in it, and I've turned my heat to high, and I'm going to take both these roasts over and sear them. So follow me. In go the roast. Okay, we got a nice little sear starting on the chuck roast. See that sear? That's what you're looking for. Just flip it over, do the other side. Okay, while we're getting a sear over here on our chuck roast, we're going to line the bottom of this pan that I've lined with tin foil with these onion rings. You just want to put half of the onion rings in the bottom here. And that way we're going to take the other half and add it on top of the chuck roast. So here we've got a really beautiful, that's the sear we're looking for right there. Now we've got this beautiful golden sear on the chuck roast. See how beautiful and golden brown that is? And now we're going to put it right in this baking pan. Alright, remember to add the rest of your onions on the top of your chuck roast before adding that tin foil. Right, now you're going to cover it with tin foil to seal in all the flavors and the juices. And we're going to put this, now if you have a pan that has a lid that you can bake in, that would be great too. Bake in a 325-degree oven for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, the roast has been baking for 2 hours, 15 minutes in a 325-degree oven, and now it's time to add those vegetables right here to it. And see, I've prepped the potatoes and I've prepped the carrots, I've peeled them, and I'm going to just stick them right around the roast so they can bake during the last hour of cooking. Back in the oven for 1 more hour. This roast is ready to serve. Look how nice and tender the potatoes are, and look how nice and tender these fabulous carrots are. And with the onions, it's ready to plate this roast. Time to give this a try. Look at how nice and tender the roast is and all the natural juices it made. Mmm. Delicious. Tender. Tasty. And the potatoes. Mmm. And with the potatoes, the carrots, and this roast, it's a winning dish. And ooh, look there. There's some of that garlic. Mmm. Hope you all give this a try. Until next time, this is Deronda with Foods 101. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Mmm.